Welcome to the ODA Quick Tip. Today's quick tip is capacity on demand with the Oracle Database Appliance. What we're going to cover in the next few minutes is what is capacity on demand and how does it work on the Oracle Database Appliance, and finally some references for you to refer to later. Let's get started. Capacity on demand means that you should only have to pay for the software that is required to run your business. For example, if you have a build-your-own x86 system that comes with 10 cores, you would have to license all 10 cores for your database software. Not so on the Oracle Database Appliance. If you take a look at our example, on the Oracle Database Appliance X6-2S, it comes with 10 cores. But you don't have to pay for the 10 cores if you don't need 10 cores to run the database. For example, maybe you only need 2 cores. In this particular case, you would run the Oracle Database Appliance Manager commands to enable 2 cores and therefore only having to pay for 2 cores of database software. Let's take a look at how you can do that quite easily on the database appliance. The 3 commands that you would use on the Oracle Database Appliance X6-2S, X6-2M, and X6-2L are ODA CLI list-cores, which lists the history of the configuration changes in the system. The ODA CLI describe-core displays the current core configuration and the modification date and time. And then finally, the ODA CLI update CPU core. This is what will enable the number of cores in your system. Now, in order for this to work, you have to start at a low number and then go up. But you're always allowed, after the initial configuration, to set the number of cores at the lower end, or this high water mark. Let's show you a demo right now. You can view the commands of the database appliance with the -help command. In yellow are the CPU core commands that we just reviewed. Now let's get started. Here's the list CPU cores command, and you can see that 20 cores are currently enabled. That's because we just deployed. If you do describe-CPU core, you can see that it has the same information because we haven't changed anything yet. So now let's take a look at what the update-CPU core command consists of from the parameter perspective. And here you can see I'm going to run this command and do a -C to set the number of cores lower after my initial configuration. In fact, I'm going to set it to 4 cores. This will take effect immediately. Once I run this command with 4 cores, you will then get an output of a job that's running in the background that will now enable only 4 cores and turn off the rest of the cores in the socket. Check the job by typing ODA CLI list-jobs to see that it's successful. Once that's done, let's take a look at now the output of the list-CPU core and describe-CPU core. And now you can see that it has been modified, and there is a difference between the 2 different commands. One is history and one is the current configuration. To set capacity on demand on the ODA X6-2HA, there are 2 commands: OAK CLI describe CPU core and OAK CLI update CPU core. Let's take a look at how that's done now. To set the capacity on demand on the ODA X6-2HA system, you will run, first of all, the command to describe the number of cores that are enabled on the ODA. On a newly provisioned system, you'll have all the cores enabled, and as you can see, there are 20 cores or 40 threads because it's hyper-threaded. Then I can update the CPU cores using the --cores parameter, and I'm going to set this now on this server to 10. Once I set it to 10, I need to enter the root password and then confirm that I typed the root password correctly, and then it will update the sockets to turn off all but 10 cores on the ODA. Once that job has completed, then I will describe the CPU cores again, and then that's a way to verify that 10 cores have been set. As you can see here, we now have 10 cores set and or 20 threads because of the hyper-threading. For more information on how to set capacity on demand, please take a look at the Oracle Database Appliance documentation at docs.oracle.com/en/engineer-systems/Oracle-database-appliance. Thank you for joining, and we look forward to seeing you next time.